How's it going, everybody? Today I'm doing a programmer, computer science student, everyday carry / what's in my bag. I've actually seen these for years on YouTube and always wanted to make one, and now that I'm a student in university myself and have a setup I'm pretty happy with, I figured now would be a good time. Yeah, so this is the backpack. It's a Swiss Gear 17-inch Smart Scan black backpack. I bought it in my senior year of high school because I've been using the same backpack since when I started middle school, and it was completely falling apart. The main pouch had a hole tearing in the bottom and all the zippers were falling off. It was pretty funny but annoying at the same time. So yeah, I desperately needed a new one. This one has been great. So I guess the first place to start is the main pouch where I keep my laptops. This is the main one I use. It's a 2021 M1 MacBook Pro. 14-inch. I bought it refurbished this summer for like $700, and I think it was a pretty good deal. Obviously, I use it for everything related to college, and then for a lot of personal programming stuff too. This is the first Mac I ever bought, and a big reason for that was to do iOS development, and so I've been using it for that. And the screen is really nice. I never had a laptop or a monitor with a screen this nice, which is kind of funny. Like, the monitors on my main PC are not very good. So yeah, great battery, everything works fine. I'm pretty happy with it. And I said laptop's plural because I also have this ThinkPad T480S. I bought this one in high school because I didn't want to use the school laptop, and it was really cheap. This is definitely one of the laptops I own. I would boot to a drive with Arch Linux on it that I will show later. This one has Windows on it still, so that contributes to why I don't really use it, and I just haven't had the time to switch it to Linux. The only time I use this now is for anything that I need to do on a laptop but I can't do on the Mac, which is hardly ever. So yeah, I plan to switch it to Linux soon, and I'll make a video on that. I don't know how well it shows on video, but yeah, I really prefer the Mac screen over this. If I turn them all the way up, it's still a laptop. It could definitely be used for something, so yeah, I plan to do some stuff with it. Okay, so moving on, this is the second pocket, which I use for basically like the second most important tier of items. There's not like really one category to it. It's just stuff that I want more protected. I guess I'll start with the tech in here to keep it organized. This is my iPad mini 4? Yeah, this is an iPad mini 4. I had to check. I also bought this one when I was in high school because I wanted a way to do math without having to carry around like huge packets all the time and notebooks. I specifically bought the cheapest one that was compatible with the Apple Pencil 2 because I wanted those features for writing. And so yeah, it's kind of weird that it's a mini, but the screen works well. I use this for a lot of my classes so far. I do wish I had a bigger one or e-ink tablet, but I'll look at that in the future. My background on here is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson from the Store My Archive. Great series. If you know about it, leave a comment. And then yeah, I just have it in this folding case that you could stand it up. I got it so I could leave it like that when I was writing, and the pencil attaches to the side inside the case. Okay, so the next item, this is probably the one I use the most, is my e-reader. This is a boox Palma. I already made a whole video on this and how much it changed my life. But yeah, I basically just read everything on here. It's got a backlit screen, of course. I feel like that's essential. The volume buttons let you turn the page. And yeah, just having your whole library on you is really nice, and being able to pull this out and read anywhere, like especially out in public actually when you have nothing else to do. Having this in my backpack or even in my pocket because it fits there so easily has been really nice. I highly recommend buying one of these if you want to be really convenient, or just any e-reader if you want to read more or just enjoy reading. Okay, so in that pocket, I also have the charger for my Mac. It's just a charger. And I have the mouse I use with the Mac. I barely use this thing. I did say I was happy with the setup, but this is the one thing that I hate. It's pretty dog shit, I can't lie. This is the Logitech Signature M650. Yeah, I don't know. The scroll wheel is really bad. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. It's like, nothing feels right when you click it. And then I have my headphones that I use when I want actual headphones. These are the JBL Live 660 NC wireless over-ear noise canceling headphones. They work pretty good. I don't really have any complaints with them. And I don't really wear regular headphones when I'm out and about that much, so they get the job done. And I use them for like calls and stuff on the laptop. I bought them because at an internship I had, they gave me these to use while I was there, and I liked them back then, so I figured I'll just buy the same ones. Yeah, this part's pretty boring, but I just have some calculators. This one's the TI-30X IIS. It's just a calculator without any graphing functions. This is one of the only ones we were allowed to use for some math classes because obviously they don't want you cheating with the graphing calculator. And then this is my TI-84 Plus C. I've had this one since high school, and yeah, I just use it anytime I need a graphing calculator. It works. I haven't put anything weird on here or anything. It's not very interesting. Okay, so moving away from the tech items, this is my journal. or it's kind of like journals because it's a traveler's notebook with a couple refillable, like replaceable ones on the inside. But yeah, this is just a traveler's notebook. I got it for free from my dad. Like he got it as a gift and didn't want it, so yeah, I got a free traveler's notebook. For a while, I just had the individual notebooks inside, like just outside, and I'd write on them separately because I was getting annoyed trying to write inside this thing, but I put them back in. I like how it looks. Yeah, it's pretty convenient to be able to carry your journal where you go, especially on trips. So having a traveler's one is pretty nice. And then also in the same pouch, it wasn't in the bag. You probably saw it in the back because I already had taken it out. This is my planner. It's just a Muji planner that my uncle sent me from Taiwan. And as you can see, it starts on September of 2025. Yeah, I really like this one. It's got dates all the way till the next September. The rest of it is just pages for writing. So really useful for organizing routines and schedules for me. Okay, so this pouch up here is for stuff that I want like kind of quick access to or miscellaneous smaller things. So this is my pencil pouch. I have no idea what it is. There's the name of it. It came with an old backpack of mine, and you know, it was just in the back. I was like, oh, that's a nice pencil pouch to keep using. On the inside, I basically just have anything you need. The black pen was what everyone I've ever known has agreed on as being like the best pen ever you can get for this price. This is the Pilot G207. Yeah, it's just a great black pen. I have like a huge pack of them. And then for the pencils I actually use, I have this Muji one that looks like the label's gone. And then the one I use the most is the Pentel Graph Gear 1000 with 0.5mm lead. A friend of mine used this back in like high school physics, and I would borrow his pencil and I just fell in love with it. I think he had like the 0.7mm one, but yeah, I bought it after that and I've used it ever since. Also in that small pouch, kind of random, but I have a guitar pick, capo, and some earplugs. I usually keep my concert earplugs in there, but I don't know where they are. I think the pick makes more sense. Capo, you just never know when you're going to be asked to play a song that requires a capo. I also keep nail clippers in a file here because when you get a hangnail or something like that out in public, it's so annoying when you can't deal with it. Alright, so moving on to the next pouch, I have basically like all the notebooks and stuff that I use and a few more miscellaneous things. So I have this folder that I've had since high school. I've never actually owned folders before, but someone in my class saw that I was like just stuffing all my papers in my backpack back then, and they gave me this. Yeah, I still use it for organizing the loose papers, which is very few in college, but yeah, I still carry it around just in case. And then for notebooks, this is just a really empty Oxford one subject notebook. I haven't used it yet this quarter. And then this is just a graph paper notebook. And yeah, I'm using this one for calculus right now. And it's actually surprisingly good. I don't know where it's from. Okay, so in the bottom of that pouch, I have this like other tech item bag that I use for the drives and like other cables because I don't want to just throw them in the bag. It's kind of a weird bag because I got it for free. Someone in Taiwan that my mom knew like gave us a ton of bags because we brought them something. So yeah, I decided to use this one for that stuff. This one, I have the drive that I would use for Arch. It's in a Ziploc because I was afraid of destroying it before I had this bag. And then the other pouches are just like random cables and stuff. I have a microfiber cloth in one of them and wired Apple earbuds, but with the USB-C plug. So yeah, the small pouch at the front is not too important. I usually just keep like random shit in here that I might need to access really quickly. Here's a Cliff Bar. Some mints, and then here's the like, I don't know what this thing is called actually, but it's that keychain thing that clips on. This is a Demon Slayer one, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished the show. I just got this one for free from like an arcade, and this is a Ninja, and then this one is just an AirTag. Oh yeah, and then I just have like there's note cards and sticky notes in there. So on the side of the bag, I usually keep a water bottle. The one I've been using, it's just a 900ml Nalgene bottle. It was just like a hand-me-down I got for free, but it gets the job done, and I like it because it's light. And then on the other side pocket, or like in the actual pocket on the side, I keep a small umbrella. Alright, then in terms of what's on me outside of the backpack, I obviously have my phone. It's just a white iPhone 17, and I try to keep it as distraction free as possible, which I might make a video about in the future. And then of course I have my wallet. I got this one for free from my uncle. It was an old one and my other one was too small. Yeah, I basically just have everything I need in here. IDs, which I will not show, Easy Card, money, whatever. Don't rob me, please. And then this is kind of a holdover from quarantine. I used to wash my hands like constantly, they were all dried up. And I also used to use hand sanitizer all the time, so I still keep one on me. But this one looks like it's almost empty. And then I got some chapstick. And finally, for my pockets, just my AirPod Pros. I have a black case on them. I used to have like the original AirPods, but they went bad, and so I got these a few years ago and they've lasted me ever since. I usually use these with my phone. That's why I don't really use the JBLs that much. And then this is the watch I'm wearing right now. It's just a Casio digital watch. I'm not a huge watch guy. I only have 2 watches. And I mean, the main reason I wear this is just to be able to tell the time without having to look at my phone. I also wear this one sometimes. It's a diver's watch from Casio as well. Yeah, this one's nicer than the digital one, but the digital one is more simple and this one's a lot bigger. But yeah, I like both. Not really huge into watches. So yeah, that's about it for my 2026 everyday carry as a programmer, computer science student. And I always appreciate suggestions in the comments. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching and like for a setup tour.